Can you just kind of walk us through, how fall camp's gone for you so far? I know there's like a competition for the left guard spot, how that's gone for you, and just, where you feel like you're at, how you progressed over the last year or so.
Oh yes, sir. I mean, every day I'm looking to get better. Every day I'm looking for opportunity to get better, 1% better every day. I mean, focus on really getting better. Honestly, my focus is not on starting or nothing like that. My focus is on getting better today, getting better tomorrow, and getting better the next day.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shodell from Kane Sport. Matt?
Yeah, hey, Samson. I just wanted to ask you about the overall offensive line, right? You were obviously here last year. It seems like there's a little more depth, guys that can really contribute this year. Can you share that? I mean, do you sort of see that there's a lot more guys who are sort of ready now versus last year?
I mean, we definitely got a lot of talent. Even last year, we had a lot of talent. Last year, you have even more talent this year. More dudes ready. More dudes know the whole scheme. More dudes who are just ready to get on and compete. So most definitely, I mean, we got a whole lot of great players on our team. And a whole lot of great players in the whole line as well.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson from the Miami Herald. Jordan?
Yeah, hey there, Samson. After not being able to play too much last year, what do you think you were able to show during spring practices, and what are you hoping to build off of from what you did in the spring as you guys get ready for the season opener?
Yeah. So I mean, the thing I thought in spring, my bad. The thing I thought in spring was just that I'm ready to compete. I'm ready to get better. I'm ready to showcase that I know our system. I know our playbook, and I know how to operate in our playbook. And I know the techniques to use. I know the how, why, and how to do it. So that's the thing I want to I showcased, and I'm showcasing even more coming in this fall.
Our next question comes from Alex Dono. Alex?
Hey, Samson, kind of building on Jordan's question in your own development, can you talk about how much you've learned from some of the more experienced guys on the O-line like Jalen Rivers and Inez Cooper and how they've helped you grow?
I mean, they helped me grow just in the sense of just technique, using my hands more better in the pass game. I mean, being better run, knowing the whole technique, the whole scheme and run, so I can use my techniques multiple ways, showing me different ways how to attack this, attack that, showing me like raising my IQ when it comes to football, and letting me know when blitzes are coming, when I'm running games on the D line, so I can better choose a technique to use for that play.
We'll do a couple more for Samson. We'll go back to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey again. Coach Mirabal's talked in the past. I know he mentioned it when we spoke to him about a week ago. Talked about trust, like who he trusts to put in the game. How much has he impressed that on you guys and talked to you guys about that? And how do you guys go about, earning that trust?
Most definitely, trust is a big thing. The five O linemen who play have to be trusted and trusted with among themselves. So, I mean, the way you go against so showing that, just knowing your playbook, the film never lies. So, what you do in the film, you're gonna tell the truth. How are you gonna trust you?
And then one other thing on a different subject. Guys have kind of talked all throughout fall and spring about how Cam Ward likes to talk trash. What's the like the funniest thing that you've heard him say, or in most interesting thing you've heard him say at the line or anything like that?
I mean, honestly, I can't recall any type of trash talking, but he definitely is a high energy QB. He's high energy QB. He is a, what I'm saying, high energy QB. That's all I can really say right there.
Yeah, hey Ryan. So Coach Mirabal was really singing your praises earlier, saying you could start for any team in the ACC. So I was curious from your perspective, what have you really improved, work on the most to earn that praise?
The biggest thing has just been listening to Coach and those meetings that we have every day. Instead of just sitting there and watching the clock pass, you got to lock in and write notes. You actually listen to what he's saying, because not 1 second goes by where he's not saying nothing. You just sit there and process that information and actually understand what he's trying to get to and the whole concept of everything. Everything starts clicking a little easier, and then you can start playing freer.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey Ryan. It's just everyone's obviously excited to see Cam Ward play for UM. Just what's it been like working with him? How's that relationship? Have you guys built that relationship since he got here? And just, what's he like? What have you seen from him that maybe other people might not notice, being his center and everything?
Cam's a great leader, not just for the cameras or nothing. When people are looking at him behind closed doors, when there's no cameras, he's still a great leader. Takes care of us in the O-line room. Takes us to eat all the time. Finds ways for us to get together and bond, and that's huge, especially for O-line because we're all a big brotherhood. Every position group's a big brotherhood, but O-line it's a little different. It's a little more special, and that Cam's doing a great job of bringing us all together. And when you have a quarterback that you really appreciate, you'll go to war for him and you'll protect him. And Cam's that guy. We all want to protect him and go to war for him.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson from the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Ryan. Just curious your thoughts. Now you've been at UM for a few years now. Just your thoughts on the O-line depth that you guys have this year compared to maybe previous years. Just where do you feel like this year's O-line group stacks up?
Well, I feel like we're growing every year. We got Samson, who has now a year under his belt. He got a little banged up last year, but he's back fully and he's working his butt off. He's improved a ton. Markel Bell came from JUCO, and he works hard since he's got here. You got old dogs like Blue Cristobal who pushes us every day, and he's kind of he's the one pushing us when we're not on our thing or we're having a bad day. He's there. Come on, guys, let's go. Nino stepping up in a big way. Nino came from high school. He's an older freshman, but all these guys are stepping up, and I feel very comfortable with our depth. I think we're very deep.
Our next question comes from Alex Dono from Locked on Canes. Alex.
Hey, so you guys up front are not only protecting Cam Ward this year, but trying to open up holes for a really deep running back room. What are you seeing so far from Damian Martinez on down, and how special can that group be this year?
Damian Martinez is a dog, and he's legit. We got a whole, but it's not just Damian. Damian's legit, but our whole running back room's legit. We got guys in there that could play, not just one, but Mark, AJ, Jordan Lau stepped up. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. But, yeah, all those guys could play. And I have Chris Wheatley Humphrey, Chris Johnson. All of those guys could play. And I have no doubt. But Damian's a dog. Mark's a dog. AJ's a dog. Those guys are going to lead us, and we're going to block our butt off for them, and, they're going to do their thing.
We'll do a couple more for Ryan. Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin from Kane County. Marcus.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
Good, and you?
Good. Just wanted to ask about just the centers that you've seen with Matt Lee from last year and now Zach Carpenter from this year. What have you learned from those guys? And just give us a sense of what makes Carpenter a special player at center.
Well, both of those guys have a lot of experience under the belt when they came to UM. Both of them were going into their 6 years. They had 5 years of playing, whether they started as a freshman or whatever. They all played a lot of snaps and a lot of football games. So they had a lot of experience under their belt. And just like Coach Mirabal, these guys, yeah, we're competing every day. But if you actually just listen and learn what they're saying and correct mistakes they might make, and they correct things that I might make, and we just work off each other and we get each other better, and we're just continuing to get better. Matt Lee helped me a ton last year. Matt Lee guided me. I felt like I had some stuff that I had to fix mentally and physically. I had to gain some weight. I had to be better with the playbook. And when we had an old guy like Matt Lee in the room last year, I was a younger guy, and I would just watch him like, damn, this is how I got to be. This is how I got to act every day. This is a professional. And then they bring Zach in, and Zach's another professional who knows how to handle his business. He keeps the main thing, and he's good at that. And we're all coming together and we're gelling well.